This was 20...
So where's here then? Because the guys might not know. Reigate.
Sunny Reigate in Surrey.
Just north of Gatwick.
Yeah. Amazing area to work. It's interesting because working in Croydon, I had to drive to Croydon every day.
Yes.
I just didn't love Croydon. I love this area. My kids go to school around here. I live around here. It's perfect. London's there, Gatwick's there. It's green.
So setting up your own, almost your second business now.
Yeah.
Did you have the same hopes that you had when you started your first one, or did you learn? What did you learn?
We've grown a lot quicker than when we first set the first stuff up together. Solely because we both, when Paul and I were in business, we both learned some mistakes and stuff.
Yes.
I didn't have to make them again. I had no one else to confer with if I wanted to make a decision. Got no business partners, no investors.
Which is both a good and a bad thing, isn't it?
Exactly. Really good, because when I've got a bee in my bonnet, I'll just implement.
Okay.
Really bad, because if it was a bad idea, I've just wasted 2-3 months. So it's yin and yang. But I've brought on some amazing advisors over the years, and they're really helping me.
So 2013, you set up Power Bespoke.
October 13, started trading January 14.
Okay, so 14, 15 was good years? Because it must have been. They were flying in the estate agency.
Yeah, it was good for its own reasons. You know, I was in my bedroom, actual bedroom, because we didn't have a spare bedroom. I had my bedroom, a Rightmove account, and a mobile phone.
Okay.
And it was really good, just me to worry about.
You enjoy it?
Paying a few fees a month and happy days. Yeah, really enjoyed it. That was for a year. Year after that, we need to start scaling up a little bit.
So we're now in 15 now.
Yeah. Now need to start scaling up.
Okay.
So I took a serviced office in a Regis building for me plus one. I got an assistant. She freed me up to do the more productive stuff. That was 15. That's 15. 16. Moved into here. This office, which I love. Loads of parking. Off the beaten track. Lovely working space.
Because you're not on the high street here, are you?
No, not on High Street.
Maybe we could have a chat about that in another video.
We shall.
Yeah.
And that went really well. And just since then, we've had the first 14, 15, 16 were 80% plus growth years.
Okay.
17's been a 50% growth year, slightly slower growth, but high profit.
Okay, so has it all been swimmingly well, or have we had trouble on that on this merry ship of Power Bespoke?
Massive trouble, I think.
Really?
I think.
When was that? I thought it had been all swimmingly gorgeous.
Back end of last year.
So that would be back end of 2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
October, November, December.
Okay.
Really tough time.
What happened?
My own fault. I love spending money.
Don't we all?
As everyone can probably tell by all the shiny things that I tend to do. And it comes to bite me in the arse a little bit.
Okay.
Market got really tough, slowed down a lot, as we know, middle of last year.
So what exactly happened? You were spending it on shiny objects, and the money wasn't coming in. What did you do? Was it a wake-up call? Was it just what you needed?
I had a good look in the mirror to learn that I need to learn to be a business owner. You know, now I've got people's lives that depend on it.
Oh. Mortgages.
I'm no longer an estate agent. I'm actually a estate agent business owner.
Okay.
So I've got to learn to run a business. And that was brought out of me by linking up with a really good business coach. And that was it.
Okay, so let's go into a little bit more depth. You were caught slightly on the hop, which, as I'm sure an awful lot of estate agents, where the money was coming in relatively easy, and then house sales slowed up a bit, but the money was still going out. More money was going out than coming in. Yeah. Was there one thing which a big alarm bell which slapped you around the face and said, "Bloody hell, I need to do something about this"?
Yeah.
What was that?
Looking at my accounting software and realising that my accountant, can't blame him, but who I trusted a lot, realised that at that point your financials are on your head, no one else's.
Yes.
You can't outsource your financials. Hadn't posted, I think, 4 months worth of salary bills, so I thought I was 40, 50 grand better off than I really was, and then I had this deficit and I had to borrow money.
How did that make you feel?
Shit. Because it's this great, amazing business that's a hybrid agency and it sits in the middle.
Because you were getting a bit of a personality now, 15 or 16, you were all over the internet. That persona, what people saw on the real person, it must have been quite worrying. Not the fact is that you had a persona but basically the wheels could have come off the wagon, couldn't it?
Very easily, yeah. I could have definitely gone out of business. But you just recognise it, put up and shut up and get on with it.
Okay, I think the big one there is recognising it, isn't it? Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Knowing where you are.
I nowhere near had enough handle on the figures for the business, the overall figures.
It is all about the figures.
That was a massive wake up. I'm all about just don't worry about it, just get more houses on the market. Just sell more houses. Period. Like, don't worry. If you need to just put more in the top, more in the top. But when you realise that there's less to go in the top because there's less volume, period, and there's more competition,
Okay.
you've got to be more anxious about actually controlling your exits of the business. And that's what I've really learned these last 12 months.
You said you brought a business coach in. Now, if you don't mind me saying, that's an extra cost.
Mm.
How can spending more money help you? What did the business coach do for you?
So I've always been at this mindset of you've got to spend money to make money. But what then a next layer to that is you've got to spend money in the right areas to make money. So I'll spend just throwing money at Facebook ain't going to make you money, you know. But spending money in the right areas, like this amazing business coach. I've had coaches a lot over the years, and they're all fantastic in different ways. I've got coaches for staff management and team management and performance, and I've got a coach for business growth. So always funny. I'm not into sports, but I get you've got to be pushed and coached.
Of course, yeah. All the sports stars have them, don't they?
This is it, but I'm not very sporty. But
Yeah.
I get that side of it is that you need that.
I'm an athlete myself, but more in sumo wrestling. Go on, mate. Carry on.
But it's a real. The coaches just really help me crystallise bird's eye view of the business. You're like,
Yes.
look, you might be great on social media, but you're shit. You're making money. So right, cool. I need that directness and that straight talking, no fluff.
It's quite lonely being a boss, isn't it? Running your own business.
Yeah, it's lonely, and I kind of preferred it when you had someone else, a business partner, take
Yes.
the ball with you. But then ultimately, if you're really true to yourself, whether you've got 10 business partners or none, it is all on you. It's about personal accountability.
It comes about accountability and self-awareness.
Yeah.
I've had a business coach, a chap called John Cottrell, and you know he helped me grow my business. You know, by a turnover of 400% in a couple of years, and I couldn't see beyond.
Yeah.
You know, and he didn't give me the answers. He asked me the questions.
Well, you can't see what you can't see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think an awful lot of estate agents feel that way?
Yeah. I think it's a real. It's all right to not be doing all right. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's too much airy fairiness out there a little bit, and that
There's a lot of motivational rah-rahs and.
And I'm
bullshit.
not actually. I'm a realist. I'm not a fantasist, and it's all right to not be doing all right. I love that little line. I thought of it this morning. It just comes to me. But I just really think it's not many people doing all right at the minute. As soon as they admit it and they
Bloody hard work.
start seeking help, like I've had to do, the sooner they're going to correct it and they're going to feel amazing. I feel amazing now because our profitability has never been so high. We've cut away the stupid costs that I never needed in the first place, but I thought I did because there'd be a new bit of software, and before you know it, you've got $1,000 a month in just $50 a month subscription to this new American software like that I just love because I try and think ahead of the curve a bit.
Yes.
I'm trialing all sorts.
Did you get sucked in on a bit of prop tech as well? Because we all love a bit of prop tech, don't we?
Yeah. I really like the prop tech side, but you can't. Everyone says it. You just can't replace a good old-fashioned bit of paper and a phone.
It's a people business, isn't it?
Winning clients, negging the best price, and getting them moved.
Okay, so you sorted your shit out.
Yeah, got the house in order.
Okay, so when did you start going back in an upward direction?
March this year.
March 17.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what have you done differently since?
Been fanatical about my numbers.
Okay.
Being fanatical about the team's numbers. Not carrying dead wood.
Because how many people work for you here?
There's a mixture of employees and self-employed, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Okay.